With the 24th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's serious, Mike. We got this last video to do here before the draft. We got together and we got to talk about some of these, rumors that are starting to trickle in, and we got some fun topics to talk about, Mike.
Yes, we do, Joe. I'm ready to get into it, baby. In less than 24 hours, Joe, the Dallas Cowboys select. Or do they stay at 24? Do they trade up? Do they trade down? We're buying and selling tonight, Joe.
Yeah, we're buying and selling. Something's going to happen for sure. Whether they move up, would stay at 24, they move down. But we have some good rumors here to discuss that need to be discussed. And let's get right into it, Mike. The first one that we're going to talk about. Actually, shout out to everybody in the chat box. If you're watching this live, make sure you guys pound that like button. If you're watching the replay, subscribe and hit that like button. But Mike, the first rumor came earlier today. Came from Clickbait Master, Mike Fisher. Right? Now, this rumor is about moving up to 14, 14, 16. And, some of the thought here is that, the Cowboys could be targeting, either Charles Cross or Drake London. What is your opinion on that rumor, Mike, off rip?
Yeah, if they want to get Drake London, they have to move into the top 10. And the Cowboys said in the pre-draft conference that there's a lot of good players in the middle of the draft. So if they go up and get London, right, they're going to have to give up a lot of what they talked about, of what's in the meat of the draft, what's in the middle of that draft. And Charles Cross, that might be anywhere between 11 to 15. But they're still got to give the farm to get Cross, right? Drake London's going to be expensive, and Cross is going to be just as expensive, but you'll save a little more draft equity going to get Cross than you would London, Joe. But Fisher, I just don't trust him. He's a clickbait. He likes those clicks. He loves those clicks. It's just hard to believe him. But if this rumor is true, it's going to cost a fortune to get both of these guys, because you're either going to get in the top 10 or you're going to get in the top 15, and that costs a lot of equity.
You hit it right on the head. I'm with you. Drake London, to me, top 10. They're talking about going to the Jets, this and that. He's considered by some as the number one wide receiver. The number one wide receivers don't usually make it out of the top 15. So I think to move up like this, it's going to cost a lot there, and I just to trade up for a wide receiver, I really wouldn't be for it. Now, if we're going to trade up for like a Charles Cross, I could buy that. I could buy that a little bit more. I could understand it. You know what I mean? Because the whole Tyron availability, and these guys have been talking about availability since the end of the season. Mike McCarthy has talked about it several times. We're really talking about Lyle. I know he's talking about Tyron and these other guys that just were like not available. So availability, and they mentioned it in the press conference, Mike. Availability. Yes. So you get Charles Cross in here. It's going to cost some equity, like you said, Mike, but that's possible. Drake London, I'm not buying that one. The second rumor, Mike, is, if you're staying at 24, it's looking more and more like Kenyon Green will be available there because of this, supposed knee issue. Is the exact details have not come out yet. I'm sure when the draft starts and the name, and maybe he falls a little bit, that'll probably leak out. You are hearing it's a meniscus thing. Doesn't need to be treated right now, but maybe later. Well, that doesn't sound too good. later could be training camp. It could be preseason. It could be sometime during the season. And what is it? Do they scope it? Is it, something degenerative? Is it a Ron Leary degenerative type of deal? Mike, what's your take on the Kenyon Green knee issue? Are the Cowboys still in play for Kenyon Green at 24?
It's funny you say that. The other day I posted a video about my 5 top draft prospects the Cowboys can get anywhere in the draft. It doesn't matter. And I didn't mention Kenyon Green just for that knee reason. I know there was some drops going on with Brian Broaddus, some other guys that work in the NFL that do a damn good job covering the draft, and it's very concerning. Ronald Leary was a second round grade player way back then with that knee injury. When teams evaluated that, it dropped him all the way to be an undrafted free agent. And the first thing Jerry Jones said after that draft was, "We got Ronald Leary," because it was worth there was no risk there. He was an undrafted free agent because of that knee. Kenyon Green, we don't know the severity of that knee injury, but it will hurt his draft stock where he could potentially go like Ronald Leary did as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, for sure. I think I think if it's something like this, the Cowboys they're known to roll the dice and this sorts of thing. You know, they were at the pro day. You know, they worked them out. I mean, Coach Philbin was there. You know, working them out. 30 visit. You know, so the interest is pretty high there, and by then, I think you already know. You know, like what these types of issues are because they do these medical checks at the combine. So you know, by the time they were at the pro day, they already knew. This is what it is, but they still did it, and they still brought him another 30 visits. So I think Kenyon Green is still very much in play. You know, I know some people may have scratched him out, but if he's there and the Cowboys are there at 24, that could easily be the pick. You know, could they do a trade down and still get him? I think that's possible too, which would be that trading down. And we did that scenario last night, Mike, where you trade down just a few spots, you get another fourth, right?
Easily.
And you're the mid parts of this draft is where the meat is, the bread and butter, and I would love that. So yeah, I think Cowboys still interested there, Mike. Still interested in Kenyon Green.
Yeah, and they very might well be. They're probably going to eye it. Trading up, I really don't see it. Jerry, they
Yeah.
love compensatory picks. They love getting all those draft picks. Steven said we got 9 picks this year. It'll be very interesting if they do trade up. What players can go? If they go get Charles Cross, does that mean Tyron Smith is out of here? Do they package a deal with him and ship him out of here?
Yeah.
Anthony Brown, can you use that as draft leverage? Can you give up players versus giving up picks? That's to be determined. We'll find out in less than 24 hours, Joe.
Exactly, and Steven did say, thinking outside the box. That would be, thinking outside the box for the Cowboys, especially because they really don't do things like that right now. If they did that, I would think that would be considered thinking out the box. Like you add a throw a pick plus a player to move up. You know what I mean? I think that can help. So yeah, Mike, I think that's a good one. The third rumor, Mike, the Cowboys are out on Tyler Linderbaum. I think that, some fans, you know, think that he's completely out of the picture. But we stumbled upon an Easter egg that I think a lot of people missed.
A nice little baby.
A nice little Easter egg that a lot of people missed. Nobody was talking about this. You guys are going to hear it here first. And if you missed this, the first time, and maybe you did because some people didn't see this, but we're going to play this. All right. This is the little montage video that the Cowboys did about the 30 visits. All right. I want you guys to pay particular attention to when they talk about Zion Johnson walking in the door. All right, Mike?
Let's do it.
Here we go. You guys, listen carefully. Here we go.
Good visit? Yes, sir.
Around that carry time.
Here we go.
You're a wrestler?
Wrestler.
Yeah. I didn't wrestle. I played golf in high school.
Okay, so there it was. Did you catch that? Did you guys catch? Are you the wrestler? No. I play
I'm the golfer.
I'm the golfer. So, who's the wrestler they were talking about? All right. Mike, the wrestler is?
Linderbaum, Joe. That's the wrestler.
The wrestler is Tyler Linderbaum. Okay, so possible Freudian slip here by the coaches. I mean, we're looking at, I think you got Coach, that Philbin's in there.
Kevin
you got,
Moore.
you got a bunch of coaches in here, right? Fossils in there, looks like. So the wrestler.
Are
Okay,
you the wrestler? Are you the Rock?
let's play,
Wrestle, I play golf.
let's play that again.
I didn't wrestle. You're a wrestler?
Wrestler.
Yeah. I didn't wrestle, I played golf in high school.
Did you play golf?
Okay, so yeah, that
Did you play golf? Listen to Joe Bones Fossil. Did you play golf? Like they got excited for the wrong player, Joe?
we got excited for the wrong player. So, guys, Linderbaum is still in play here. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, he wasn't a 30 visit, but it's on their mind here. So, I would not, I would not scratch him off the list, right? And Mike, what's your thought? What's your thought on this here? We talked about it offline, but what's your thought on Linderbaum still being in play here for the Cowboys?
He's a talented player. You know, I know he's moved up and down some boards across, some NFL draft experts, but the talent's there, Joe. And it could be, a surprise pick for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's say Kenyon Green, let's say another team takes a chance on him. He's gone. They don't want to do the thing with Charles Cross and Linderbaum's there. Let's say I really, in my gut, have a feeling they're going to trade. They're going to trade back. The Chiefs are going to go to 24. I just have that feeling because all the pieces that the Chiefs lost, losing Tyreek Hill, losing Matthew. The Chiefs have a lot to lose here, so they have to have a stellar draft. I can see them trading up with the Cowboys at 24. Cowboys go over there, and that could be the pick, Joe. They could gain that 4th round pick, and Linderbaum could be that pick. I could really see that happen.
Yeah, he's definitely still on the radar. I mean, they said it right there, but they had the wrong prospect in there. That was not the wrestler. The wrestler's Linderbaum, right? So very interesting little Easter egg. I think nobody really mentioned it, but you're hearing it here from us guys. So don't be surprised if Linderbaum is that pick. And like Mike said, you could. I think with Linderbaum, you could do it. This could literally be a 2013 type of draft where you move down, you get the center, Linderbaum. Is it thinking outside the box a little bit? I think so because the Cowboys are very metric, centric. So some people will say, "Oh, Linderbaum, a little smaller, the arms, this and that." Well, they would be, this thinking outside the
They
box.
said the same thing about Travis Frederick. Let's be real.
Yeah, they did, and fans, they hated that pick. They're like, "Oh, they could have had him in the 3rd. Why did we go even draft him in the 1st?"
It's because they listen to guys like Mike Mayock, who just got fired from a general manager role. All right.
That's what happens, bro. I mean, it happens. Fans they get the tunnel vision with only a few prospects and listening to ESPN, right? So, Kuiper, you mentioned it too, Mayock, a lot of these guys. So those are the top rumors leading up to the draft, guys. I think it's going to be interesting to see what ultimately happens, but I feel good that either way, Mike, we're going to come away with a good prospect. Whether they sell the farm, which I'm hoping they don't, or sticking or moving back, which is my ideal situation.
That's
right?
my ideal.
Yeah. Guys, we appreciate you guys jumping on here for this quick little, latest rumors for the Cowboys. We talked about the Drake London rumor, Charles Cross rumor. We talked about the Kenyon Green and knee, if the Cowboys were still in play or not, and we gave you this nugget here with Linderbaum. Okay, so guys, that's all we have tonight. Mike and I will be back here Thursday night, tomorrow night, covering the 1st round. So get ready, get your seatbelts ready, get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be fun, bro.
Oh, pre-game meal. Pre-game meal. What you eating tomorrow? Before the show, during the show, what you got, Joe, tomorrow?
It's gotta be wings and beer, bro.
That's what we had last year, Joe.
I think it's going down again. It's gonna be a tradition.
Let's make it work.
Man. Yes. But that's all we have today. Mike, let everybody know they can find you if they haven't already, bro.
Yeah, guys, you're checking this out on Cowboys Blog Channel and Cowboys Corner. We're doing a dual stream. We're going to be doing a dual stream tomorrow for the draft. So we're definitely excited for that. So people are going to say, Mike copied and paste the Frisco report, put it on his channel. No, that's not it, fellas. We're dual streaming right now. Yeah. Technology, it's a beautiful thing. Welcome to 2022. But _ Cowboys Corner on Twitter too, guys.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, guys. We will see you tomorrow night. Make sure you guys pound that like button. We're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. Let's go. Peace, everybody.
Nick's having brisket.